Hey everyone. So I have two sewing magazines here that I'm really excited to share with you. I borrowed these from my grandma. She collected this. It's called Burda. And you might know it. It's published in many different languages, in many different countries. And my grandma was a huge fan of it. When we went looking for these, she told me that she always went to get it the day it came out. And if it wasn't there in the morning, she would return in the afternoon to check if they already had the new magazine. I picked two. This one is from 1987, specifically with fashion for little kids. And this one here is from 95. This is like the standard magazine. They had lots of special editions. I think I saw it somewhere here in the back. So for boys and girls, this is like an age group up from this one. This is for small kids, and I guess this is like 8 or 10. This one is blouses, skirts and trousers. Fashion for babies. And some more different ones where you could also learn how to sew. So the fascinating thing about this, and the reason the Burda became so successful, is that they not only showed you the fashion at the time, but also gave you the patterns. So you didn't have to go out and try to find that particular dress that you liked, but you could make it yourself. And you can see that this is an older magazine. There's some adverts for cigarettes. And here we have Enne Burda, the lady who published the magazine. And there's a little gossipy story that she got her husband to finance it after he'd initially financed the magazine of his former secretary that he had an affair with. And rather than getting a divorce, Enne Burda got the money and made her own magazine, and then took over the former magazine of her husband's affair. So good for her, I guess. Alright, let's see what we have here. So this one's for summer with some dresses with buttons all the way down. This one looks really flowy. But it doesn't look easy when you look at the patterns, the collar, the pockets here, different fabric for the sleeve. This one would probably be a bit easier. It's a similar cut. But all you have to worry about are the buttons rather than any pockets. It's a really nice summery colour. And if that one looks too difficult as well, you can also try this red dress. It says this one's easy to make. And it tells you here, if you don't have a lot of experience with sewing, you can create this easy dress with an A-line, which you'll definitely manage. are some examples that make use of silk, seide. It's a bit funny, they're all with stars and stripes patterns. But I guess that's popular too. I think this little piece here looks cute and really comfy. I love this part here. It says it's a power costume, a power outfit. The color is a bit wild. A really, really bright green. And you have all of these details here along the collar, these white lines down the arm. Then also here with the buttons. The skirt looks nice, I think. Also with these buttons here, but it's a bit simpler. It doesn't have that really bright part. And of course you could pick a different color as well. But looks like she enjoys it. Here's an advert for a catalogue, Quelle, which was, I think, pretty popular at the time. Here's another easy pattern. I have to say I really like this. And a white hose, so white set trousers. I don't do any sewing, but I did have to learn it in school. And we had a very nice teacher. I didn't enjoy it, but she made sure that we made things that were useful, that we could actually put on afterwards. And we made something like this. I don't think I ever wore it, but I would like to now, if I could make it. This is pretty neat too. So these are 4 examples, all with the same pattern, but a different fabric, different print, different materials. And you get a very different outfit as a result. So I have to admit, I'm not quite convinced with the fit of this. It looks a little too short, I think, and a bit too loose here, like it's going to fall off her shoulders any moment, like with this lady over here. And her trousers also have some odd lines here. I guess the only one that looks okay is this one, but again, you have quite a lot of fabric here with the collar. I guess this could fall a little more nicely. And then here at the center of the magazine, we have the patterns. So let's put this aside for now. You have an overview here of the dresses with a hint on the easy ones, the skirts, some vests. You have jackets, blouses and shirts, trousers, and some outfits for kids. And then over here you have a detailed explanation. But I think we're just going to jump ahead. So, every pattern has a number, which we will find on here. And it also tells you what you need for sewing it, how much fabric, etc. So what you have to do is copy this and then transfer it onto your fabric. Oh, there's another one. So let's see. So we want to make this dress 112. We see all the sizes in which it's available, and we will find the pattern of Schnittbogen H, which is right here. So it says here it's parts 1 to 7, so we have to find the right numbers, and then you can pick your size. So you can tell it's quite a big piece of paper, so we're not going to completely unfold it, but you get an idea of how this works. Right here, for example, we have number 7. So we just copy this part here on a separate piece of paper. And then over here, we have, I guess this is 5. You can see here it's the 5 different sizes next to one another. Tells you here's the seam. Sometimes it also tells you here, for example, this is the center back fold and straight grain. And it might look complicated at first, but ultimately, with the different colors, the different lines, this is relatively easy, so copying is not the problem. I think it's more handling the fabric afterwards that can be a bit of an issue. But I also want to have a quick look at this kids edition with you. I find this so funny. The colors, the patterns are so bright. You can see here the fashion at the time was something. And you know what? I do think that I probably had something out of here. So here, these are really young children, and it says here they are styled in traditional outfits of American and English colleges and campuses. Even with these little patterns here, looks like they're from different unis. pattern's really cute. Kind of really, really bright blue. For little kids who want to work for a train company someday. Look at that expression. Oh, this one. They really found some funny kids. And I really like this part here. So you have a jumper with a clown that's smiling at you from the front. And from the back you just see its hand as it's waving. And I had some fun like this too, but I think it was with Donald Duck. I really loved it. So in this magazine you also find an instruction on how to create a pattern like this yourself. For going outside, particularly love this detail here. The buttons that look like cars or people. Our tractor over here in green. There also used to be special editions with Carnival outfits, which is celebrated in February here, and was a really big deal when I was a kid. I loved Carnival. It was good to dress up, and I usually had these big dresses, either as a princess or from a fairy tale. I really like that, but unfortunately we couldn't find those editions anymore. I don't want to say, I think I had a dress like this. This was exactly my style. I was very girly and very princessy. So you have this floral pattern. I think my dress was a bit lighter, so it's pastel colors, greens and pinks. And then you have all these huge details here with the bow. It wasn't quite like this dress, but it was something very similar. And I think I wore it to my first day of school. I was very proud of it. This is also pretty cute. Look at that silhouette. There she is with the hood up. And some winter outfits. Some fashionable moon boots. Alright, so there's a bit of a shorter look at it, but if you'd like to see some more outfits, tune in again next time, and we're going to have a look at another one in German. So for today, thank you, and I hope you sleep well. Good night.